Chosen one, listen closely, take a breath. Feel the air around you shift as you read these words, because what I'm about to tell you is not coincidence, not imagination, not another piece of spiritual noise floating through the universe. What is unfolding before you right now is a confirmation, a spiritual summons whispered into your life long before you ever arrived at November 28th, 2025. This is not a normal day. This is not an ordinary crossing. This is a test, a moment of cosmic alignment designed specifically for you. The universe has been weaving threads around your path, pulling you toward this exact moment, shaping your intuition, activating your senses, sharpening your awareness. And now, you're here. But before we go deeper, chosen one, if your spirit already feels the surge, if your heartbeat knows what's coming, like this video, comment, "I'm ready," and subscribe so you never miss another message meant for your awakening. Because today, your destiny speaks louder than your doubts. Now listen, because November 28th is not just a date. It is a portal, a threshold, a moment where the universe watches the moves you make. And you must not make the wrong one. The cosmic forces around you have not been silent. They've been ringing like a bell underwater, vibrating through your dreams, your instincts, your sudden moments of clarity that you brushed off because the world around you taught you to doubt yourself. But the universe does not waste time on the unprepared. It doesn't send confirmation to someone who isn't meant to rise. And today, as the cosmic clock strikes its hidden hour, something is awakening within you. Something ancient, something powerful, something that refuses to go back to sleep. The energies of this day carry the weight of alignment. For weeks, months, even years, subtle signs have been nudging you. Repeating numbers, strange timing, connections that felt too intentional to ignore, sudden endings, abrupt beginnings, and waves of intuition that arrived without warning. These were not coincidences. They were rehearsals, a divine training ground, preparing you for today's test. This is the moment when the universe checks your readiness. What is a confirmation test? Understand this, chosen one. It's not a punishment. It's not a challenge meant to weaken you or confuse you. A confirmation test is the universe's way of saying, "Are you ready to step into the life you asked for?" It's the moment where desire meets discipline, intention meets integrity, and destiny meets decision. Today, something or someone will appear before you. A situation, a message, a temptation, a memory, a crossroads. And it will carry the energy of the past and the promise of the future. The confirmation test does not show up as something obvious. It rarely walks into your life shouting its identity. It comes quietly, disguised as the same pattern you said you were done with, or the opportunity you prayed for but feel afraid to accept. And here's the truth. The universe is watching how you respond, not out of judgment, but out of alignment. You asked for a higher timeline. You asked for breakthrough. You asked for transformation. And the universe is simply checking if your actions match your intentions. This day determines which path opens next. If you've felt uneasy, restless, strangely emotional, or more aware than usual in the last 48 hours, it's because your spirit has been sensing the shift before your mind could translate it. Your frequency is rising. Your intuition has been accelerating. Your energy field has been stretching beyond its old limitations, preparing you for the moment when everything changes. The shift happening around you is not random. You are not imagining the heaviness or the sudden clarity. You are not imagining the sense that something big is just beyond the horizon. These sensations are your spiritual receptors tuning in to the frequency of November 28th. You might have felt distance from certain people. You might have felt called inward, away from noise. You might have noticed your dreams intensifying or your thoughts becoming sharper. This is because the universe isolates you before it elevates you, not for punishment, but for preparation. Your frequency must match the destiny you're about to step into. Chosen one, something is ready to leave your life today, and you already know what it is. A cycle, a relationship, a pattern, a wound, a fear, something that once fit your old self but cannot survive in the timeline ahead. The universe does not allow you to carry dead weight into destiny, and this is why your confirmation test may show up as a choice to release what your spirit has already outgrown. Letting go is not failure. Letting go is alignment. There will be a moment today, maybe subtle, maybe loud, when you'll feel the tug of something familiar trying to pull you back into an old version of yourself. It may come in the form of doubt, comfort, or nostalgia. But hear me, you cannot cling to the past while reaching for your future. The universe will check if you're strong enough to let go. And if you do, something extraordinary is waiting on the other side. The universe does not test those who have nothing ahead of them. It does not challenge the directionless. It does not shake those who were never meant to rise. If you're facing resistance today, it's because you're close. If something feels heavy today, it's because you're transitioning. If your emotions feel stretched, it's because your spirit is expanding. This intensity is not punishment, it is proof. Your next chapter is pressing against the doorway of your old life, and this pressure you feel is the moment before breakthrough. The old version of you is dissolving, not quietly, but forcefully, because your new chapter cannot wait any longer. Something within you is being activated. A power you forgot you had. A strength you didn't know you earned. A clarity you didn't realize you were ready for. The closer you are to transformation, the louder the test becomes. You may think you stumbled onto this message by accident, but accidents do not exist on a confirmation day. You found this message because your intuition led you here, because your spirit recognized the vibration of truth in these words, because the universe wanted to speak to you in a way you wouldn't ignore. Every synchronicity that brought you here is part of the test. Every nudge, every sign, every strange timing moment was orchestrated to gather your focus in this moment. You didn't come here to be entertained. You came here to remember, to awaken, to prepare for the decision you must make today. Chosen one, listen closely. The universe is calling your name, and the next move you make matters. Chosen one, there is something about this date that your soul recognized long before your mind ever understood it. November 28th carries a vibration of awakening, a cosmic portal disguised as an ordinary day. But nothing about this day is ordinary. The energetic blueprint attached to it is ancient. Old souls feel it before it arrives. Sensitive spirits sense its approach, and chosen ones, like you, cannot escape its pull. This day opens a portal that tests your alignment with your higher path. It reveals where you still hesitate, where you still fear, where you still cling to shadows that no longer serve who you're becoming. But it also reveals your strength, your readiness, your evolution. It shows the universe who you really are when faced with the crossroads of comfort versus destiny. And the way you move today will echo far beyond today. This is not a portal that opens frequently. It is rare, intentional, reserved only for those who have reached a spiritual threshold. And if you're hearing this, that means you have. There are spiritual forces around you today, guiding, observing, protecting, and evaluating. Not in a judgmental way, but in a way that aligns with universal law. When you ask for elevation, when you ask for a new timeline, when you ask for a breakthrough, the universe must confirm your vibration. It must ensure your energy is ready for the very thing you seek. That is why today feels different, because it is. On this confirmation day, your thoughts matter more. Your choices matter more. Your reactions matter more. The universe is not looking at your words. It is looking at your energy, at your truth, at the alignment between your intentions and your actions. Every move you make today vibrates louder than usual. Every decision is amplified. Every emotional response is magnified. This is the day when the universe reads you with absolute clarity. So hear me, your next move is not small. Your next move is being recorded in the frequency of your future. Chosen one, your confirmation test may come in the form of a familiar temptation, something you thought you healed, someone you said you were done with, a habit you promised to outgrow, a cycle you swore you wouldn't repeat. It might appear suddenly, a message, a memory, a desire, a distraction, pulling you back toward a path you already walked. But listen carefully, this is not a sign to return. It is a test to see if you finally learned. The universe will not elevate you until it knows you can walk away from what once lowered your frequency. This temptation is not your future. It is your checkpoint. If something reappears today that carries the vibration of your past, recognize it. Don't romanticize it. Don't entertain it. Don't forget who you had to become to escape it. This is the universe's final ask. Are you truly done with what once broke you? Pass this test and watch what opens. You are not alone today. Even if you feel isolated, even if you feel like no one understands the battle inside you, there are unseen allies around you. Ancestors, guides, higher forces, energetic protectors. They stand in silence, but their presence is powerful. When the chosen one faces a confirmation test, the spiritual team steps closer. They do not interfere with your free will, but they amplify your intuition, your awareness, your clarity. If you suddenly feel a gut feeling telling you, no, trust it. If something inside you whispers, this opportunity is meant for you, trust that too. Your intuition is being sharpened today. Your spiritual senses are in high definition. Your allies want you to choose the path that aligns with the life you're destined for, not the life you settled for. They are guiding you toward what is waiting behind this confirmation test. And though you cannot see them, they are orchestrating synchronicities, placing signs in your path, and lighting the direction you're meant to walk. Your soul is not fighting alone. Before this portal can open fully, a chapter of your old self must close, not halfway, not partially, fully, completely, irreversibly. You cannot carry unfinished business into your next level. You cannot rise while still clinging to what you were supposed to release. There is a door behind you that must be shut. And today, November 28th, is the day the universe asks you to close it with courage. This may feel emotional. It may feel heavy. You may feel grief, resistance, or nostalgia. But these emotions are not signs to stay. They are signs of release. Letting go doesn't mean you failed. Letting go means you're finally choosing yourself. The universe watches how you close this chapter, because the way you end things determines the way your new beginning unfolds. Walk away with strength. Walk away with clarity. Walk away with self-respect. The timeline ahead is too powerful for you to bring this old energy with you. Chosen one, this is the part you need to hear. Your life has been building toward a moment like this. Every heartbreak, every delay, every isolation period, every inner transformation, every spiritual awakening, every season of uncertainty, all of it was preparation. You have been walking step by step into a prophecy your spirit carried before you entered this lifetime. Today is not the prophecy. Today is the confirmation, the alignment, the checkpoint that determines how fast your prophecy unfolds. You are not at the end. You are not starting over. You are standing at the turning point, the exact threshold where destiny becomes real, and the universe is ready to unlock what you've been sensing for months. But first, it must know that you're ready, that you trust yourself, that you trust your intuition, that you're done repeating old cycles, that you are aligned with what your soul has been asking for. Chosen one, this is the day your prophecy shifts into motion. Chosen one, today you will face a mirror, not a physical mirror, but a spiritual one. A mirror that shows you who you have become versus who you used to be. A mirror that reflects your growth, your healing, your evolution, and the places where you still hold back, still hesitate, still shrink when your spirit is ready to expand. This mirror is not meant to shame you. It is meant to awaken you. You will see a version of yourself today that feels unfamiliar, stronger, clearer, more aligned, more aware. You may even feel a sudden surge of power, as if you're standing in your purpose without fully understanding how or why. This is your higher self stepping forward, showing you a glimpse of the life you were meant to live. But the mirror also reveals what must go. The habits that no longer match your vibration, the people who no longer align with your frequency, the fears that once protected you, but now cage you. And today, November 28th, the universe asks you one question. Do you choose the person you have become or the person you used to be? Your answer will shape your next timeline. You may notice a strange stillness around you today, a pause, a quietness, an invisible breath held by the universe itself. This is not emptiness, it is alignment. This is the silence before the shift. Chosen one, when a major timeline change approaches, the universe becomes still. The noise of life softens, the distractions fade, your senses sharpen, your spirit becomes hyper-aware. You might feel like something is about to happen, even if you can't put it into words. That sensation is real. That intuition is real. That pull you feel is real. This silence is sacred. It is the universe clearing space around you so you can make your next move without interruption. Pay attention to the stillness. Pay attention to the way time feels different today. Pay attention to the subtle shifts in energy. They are guiding you toward the right decision. The silence is not empty. It is full of destiny. There is a version of you that has been buried under years of responsibility, expectation, trauma, silence, and survival. But today, that version rises. Today, that version breathes again. Today, your true self pushes through the layers of who you had to be to survive and steps into who you were always meant to be. This resurrection is not loud, it is not dramatic, it is internal, a quiet inner supernova, a spark that ignites from the inside out. You may feel sudden clarity, sudden courage, sudden release, sudden understanding. You may feel like the veil between your intuition and your truth has lifted, because it has. This is the return of your authentic power. You have spent years being underestimated, years being misunderstood, years shrinking to avoid conflict or judgment. But your true self has waited patiently for this moment. November 28th is its doorway, its emergence, its claim. Today, you are not becoming someone new. Today, you are remembering who you always were. Chosen one, every soul has a moment where one decision shapes the direction of their life. Today is that moment for you. And the universe wants you to understand this clearly. The decision you make today does not just affect today. It affects the next cycle, the next chapter, the next version of your life. This decision may appear small, subtle, unimportant to the untrained eye, but spiritually, it is monumental. It may look like choosing silence instead of conflict, walking away instead of arguing, staying focused instead of distracted, trusting your intuition instead of your fear, choosing patience instead of desperation, or saying no when your old self would have said yes. The right choice will feel unfamiliar, uncomfortable, even scary, because your destiny lives outside your comfort zone. But your spirit knows the truth instantly. You will feel it like a pulse, a pull, a knowing. Do not make the wrong move today. Do not repeat a cycle you know you've outgrown. Do not betray the person you're becoming for the sake of who you used to be. This decision is your spiritual signature. If something feels blocked today, do not force it. If something is delayed, do not chase it. If something feels off, do not ignore it. The universe is not punishing you. It is protecting you. The cosmic forces around you are very active today. They are rearranging paths, closing doors, redirecting your steps, and removing obstacles you didn't even know were there. You may feel sudden resistance around something you thought you wanted. You may encounter unexpected delays. You may sense an invisible wall around certain interactions or environments. Do not fight these blocks. They are divine interventions. Today is not a day for pushing. Today is a day for aligning. Allow the universe to close what needs to be closed. Trust the redirection. Follow the flow instead of forcing your will. This is how you pass the confirmation test, by choosing alignment over fear. If a door is blocked today, it is because a greater door is opening. There will be a moment, maybe subtle, maybe overwhelming, when everything clicks. When the signs you ignored suddenly make sense. When the intuition you doubted becomes undeniable. When the patterns you kept encountering reveal their purpose. This is the moment of realization, and it is coming today. You will understand why you lost certain people, why you outgrew certain environments, why you were pulled away from certain paths, why you felt isolated, misunderstood, or hidden. You will see how every piece of your journey led you to this exact moment of clarity. And when that realization hits, your entire energy shifts. You stop chasing, you stop fearing, you stop doubting. You step into alignment effortlessly because you understand what your spirit has been trying to tell you for months. You were being prepared for this day. This clarity is your reward. This understanding is your activation. Chosen one. Something inside you is rising, and you can't silence it anymore. That pressure in your chest, that pull in your intuition, that sudden awareness. It's not anxiety, it's activation. Today, your spirit is louder than your doubts, pushing you to see what your old self kept avoiding. You are standing between two timelines, and the tension you feel is your soul expanding beyond who you used to be. That inner signal is not random. It's guidance, it's instruction, it's destiny whispering, your next move matters. Before breakthrough comes the final shadow. Today, an old pattern, emotion, or person may resurface. Not because they belong, but because they want to follow you into a future they were never meant for. Don't mistake this for a sign to return. It's a test to prove you're done repeating cycles that once drained your spirit. The past will knock softly, pretending to be comfort. But chosen one, you must remember, what returns today is not your future. It's your old timeline asking for permission you cannot give. You've wondered why your journey was heavy, why your battles were deep, why your soul woke earlier than the people around you. Today, you realize the truth. You were chosen because you carry an ancient resilience, a spiritual intelligence others don't possess. You sense what others overlook. You transform what others run from. You rise where others break. This is the day the universe reveals your purpose with clarity. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to lead, awaken, and ascend. Every chosen one reaches a moment where one decision defines the next chapter. Today is that crossroad. One path pulls you back into the familiar, your comfort zone, your old identity, your past limitations. The other path feels uncertain, but aligned, the frequency of your higher self. The universe is watching which version of you steps forward. Your fear wants safety. Your destiny wants courage. And today, you must choose the timeline you want to live in. If you pass today's confirmation test, even through one small but aligned decision, something extraordinary activates. A shift, a release, a realignment, a sudden opening of a path that once felt blocked. Breakthroughs that once seemed unreachable will begin to accelerate. Energies that felt stagnant will start to flow. Opportunities will surface without force. People aligned with your future will appear naturally. Clarity will replace confusion. Momentum will replace stagnation. The unlocking does not happen with noise. It happens quietly, the way dawn arrives before the sun becomes visible. One moment you feel uncertain, and the next, everything begins to move. This is the reward for choosing alignment over fear. This is the result of passing the confirmation test. This is the universe saying, you're ready. What happens after today depends entirely on the energy you express, the decisions you make, the boundaries you maintain, and the alignment you choose. Nothing about this day is accidental. Nothing about this moment is random. November 28th, 2025 is a turning point written into your journey long before you took your first breath. If you choose consciously, your timeline accelerates. If you choose wisely, your destiny unfolds faster. If you choose courage, your life transforms. If you choose your old patterns, everything slows. Doors close, lessons repeat, cycles restart. The universe is not punishing you, it is matching you. And today, chosen one, you get to decide which reality becomes yours. Chosen one, you were guided here for a reason. You did not hear this by accident. Your spirit resonated with these words because they were meant for you. Today is your confirmation day, your alignment test, your destiny checkpoint. And your next move is more important than you realize. So before you leave, anchor this message in your energy. If this spoke to your soul, if you felt the activation, if you felt the truth rising inside you, like this video, comment, "I will not fail this test," and subscribe for more messages aligned with your awakening. You are not here to repeat cycles. You are not here to shrink. You are not here to dim your light. You are here to rise. And today, the universe confirms it. Stand tall, stay aware, trust your intuition, and don't make the wrong move today, because your destiny is watching.